Recording live from another nostalgic montage scene, it's the Dragon Balls Deep Podcast with your hosts, Devin and Drew.
Did you hear the news about Super?
Nah. What about it?
It's ending in March.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
'Cause I guess that's the last episode.
Well, that's a bummer.
Or I think they said that I don't think they officially said it's ending. I think they said they're going on hiatus so that it could be brought back later. But yeah, for now, that is like the final episode.
Well, how long's it been going on for? A couple, like 2 years?
3
years?
I think it started in 2015.
Well, I mean, I guess a break wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. They get the movie. I mean, the game's coming out right now, and then they get the other movie coming out later in the year.
Did they announce what the movie's going to be? Is it going to be another, like, recap movie?
It's about the Saiyans.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were talking about that.
Yep.
That should be good. Well, hopefully, I don't know. I hope they don't end it for good, because it's the best thing they've done with the series in a really long time, but...
Yeah, kind of sad.
As long as, like, they don't fucking do another GT.
I think
Like, yeah,
I think
you can
Super
end
is a very clear indication that they learned from that.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it. When they make something after Super, and yeah, I don't know. I'm skeptical. Can't just forget about GT.
I mean, we can.
No, it's too bad.
But it's not the good kind of bad.
It's like horrific. Like
It's bad.
It's like embedded in my brain.
I mean, I guess it has its moments, but overall,
No, it's fucking bad.
yeah, I know.
What I'm saying is, yeah, it's like, it's not like something you can just be like, I'll just pretend like it didn't happen. No, that shit fucking happened, and it was devastating. And because it happened, I'm never gonna like trust. What's it called? How do you even pronounce that?
Toei?
Toei animation. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Never gonna trust them again.
Toriyama didn't have anything to do with it, so.
That's true. How old is that dude?
Who knows? Probably like 130.
130. He's like fucking King Piccolo, fucking wished himself eternal youth.
Maybe he's like Roshi.
Or he's got like a time machine and he's just fucking up our reality and whatnot. Where
That's believable.
I guess, yeah, GT happened and then like they had to build a time machine to fucking, because GT, I guess in another reality just kept going and going, but in our reality they managed to stop it and then create Super.
Toriyama from our timeline went to the future and killed that Toriyama, so he stopped making GT.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
Sweet. Well,
So,
got corrections?
you do.
I do. So it turns out that my great memory of the Dragon Ball series served me well. And I was right about Yajirobe being the self-proclaimed Bean Daddy. And it happens not in Dragon Ball, but it happens in one of the movies, Revenge of Cooler. Or no. Yeah, is it Cooler's Revenge or Revenge of Cooler?
Same thing.
Yeah. Well, anyways, if you want to look it up yourself, it's worth watching. Just, you can YouTube the scene.
That's why I'm going to dispute it. Because it happened
It's
in
canon.
a movie and not the series.
It's still canon.
I don't think so. Well,
Definitely is.
I don't know about that, brother.
All the movies are canon. Broly's canon.
Yeah.
It's one of the better movies. That's because I think that's the same movie
Because it
with
has a
Yuta
robot in it,
Roboto.
right?
Not any robot. The best robot in the entire series.
Are you a fan of the androids?
I
I
mean,
mean-
they're all right. They're no Yuta Robotos.
Clearly.
The androids aren't even really robots, though. They're like people.
They're half robots,
Are they?
technically.
I thought they were like 100%. I thought they were just people and their cells were manipulated. Like, I don't think there's like any like metal parts in them.
Yeah, look at 16.
Well, it's 16, yeah, but 17 and 18, I think, are 100% like people.
They're enhanced. I don't know. Because even like 19 and 20 were like, you know,
Was 19 the pale one?
yeah, the fat one that looked like Rocket Man.
Yeah, I think 17 and 18, I don't think they have any metal parts.
I'm not convinced.
Especially, I think when they got brought back by the Dragon Balls, like they were like completely humans.
Krillin wished for something.
Well,
I
Android
think Krillin wished him back
18
to
had the bomb.
normal.
Didn't 18 have like a bomb in her? Like,
No,
I know that was 8. 8 had a bomb in him.
No, Android 16 did too.
Maybe they all had bombs in them.
Actually, yeah, because remember Krillin had like the little remote to make 18 explode,
Yeah, and he
but he
smashed
didn't
it.
use it. Yeah.
But then I think
But
Krillin
no,
wished
that
for the
wasn't to
bomb
make her
to be
explode. It was to
removed.
just shut her down. So
Yeah.
16 had the bomb in him, I believe. Yeah,
Who was 16?
he's the big guy with the
Oh, yeah.
red mohawk,
Yeah.
big ginger.
But anyways, I was right.
We were both right.
No. But, all right. Shall we begin?
Yes, let's do this. Dragon Ball Z episode 27. This aired on November 22nd, 1989 in Japan and April 12th, 1997 in the US. This was another one of those episodes where there's like a really big gap between this one and the last episode.
How big was the gap?
Here, let me actually look. 26 aired. Okay, well, it's not that big of a gap. It's about a month apart.
What were the two dates?
Oh, wait, no. 26 aired on February 22nd, and then 27th aired April 12th. So,
It's a significant gap.
yeah. It's
What
weird.
year was it?
97. Yes. We pick up on the battlefield where we get a great shot of dead Yamcha.
In my opinion, every episode should start with that shot.
That's funny because I'm about to tell you how I think every episode should start.
Okay. I'm interested.
We'll get to that in a second. I like how that Yamcha's still just laying there and everyone just kind of ignores him.
I wish there was more flies, like,
Buzzing
covering his
around.
body.
Yeah.
His decomposing body.
I actually wrote down that Tien's probably still lying around somewhere. But then as soon as I wrote it, it actually showed Tien lying there. So,
Yep.
and there's probably like little Chaozu pieces scattered around.
Little Chaozu confetti.
Yeah. Why are their bodies still there? Like, why
Why wouldn't they be?
Why didn't they disappear? like Goku's when he died?
Because Goku's body disappeared because of Kami.
Well, it's because he got permission to go to King Kai's, right?
Yeah, Kami took his body. Like
but we find out in a few episodes that everyone who died here went to Kami's planet too.
I don't think they went right away though.
So you think it happened like afterwards?
Yeah.
Where did Kami go when he died? Hung out with King Yama?
Well, Kami didn't die.
Yeah, he did.
When?
In the next episode when Piccolo dies.
Well,
Spoilers.
Yeah, then he does.
That's just what I'm saying. Like, when he does die here.
I don't remember.
Where do you think he goes? I mean, it doesn't...
Kami dies. He goes straight to Heffel.
Hang out with Gaz and Mez.
Yeah, play some touch butt.
Maybe they have like a senior center. An elderly home.
He goes to Florida. He's in Tampa, dude.
Kami's hanging and banging in Tampa, dude.
Riding that red and yellow Nimbus, brother.
I think he's on the back of Popo's magic carpet, dude.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Here's where I wrote down. The show begins how every episode should, with Nappa yelling.
Yep, gotta love Nappa. I'm gonna miss him. We only have a few episodes left of that.
Yeah, not many. 2, maybe.
And I did mention, I mentioned it later in my notes, but I did notice a lot of the scenes where it's Nappa's off screen and talking. It happens quite a bit in this episode, and Funimation always has Nappa talking whenever he's off screen, but that he's never talking in the subs, which I think is a good thing by Funimation.
Well, yeah, the more Nappa, the better.
Usually, I think it's like kind of pointless, like how they're always trying to fill like the voids with
there's always got to be
dialogue and dialogue or music or something. But Nappa's the exception.
For sure.
Give him all the lines you want. You can give him lines after he's dead. I don't care.
Give him a whole episode. I want to go.
You gotta give him a spin-off series.
That'd be fine. Nappa says, "Where's Kakarot? Where's that pitiful excuse for a Saiyan?" Vegeta laughs and calls him a coward. Gohan objects to this. Krillin continues to scream into the sky for Goku. I was thinking this should be like a special in the new game. Like if you're playing as Krillin and then like if you have like Piccolo and Gohan on your team, but they've been defeated, Krillin will just cry out for Goku.
What benefit would that give him though? Does it just take Goku longer to get there then?
Yeah. There's no benefit.
No benefit.
Speaking of, we didn't see Goku making his way via the flying Nimbus. Piccolo says that until Goku arrives, it will be up to them to slow the two Saiyans down. Piccolo asks Krillin if he's ready to put their plan into action. The three once more go over their plan of attack. Krillin distracts Nappa. Piccolo grabs him by the tail, and Gohan attacks him head on. Nappa approaches them and asks them what they're all whispering about.
Did they ever try grabbing a Raditz tail?
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, Goku did it twice.
So Raditz didn't train his tail, but Vegeta and Nappa did.
I guess.
Kind of weird.
Yeah. They probably did it and didn't even tell Raditz about it.
Goku, the only reason why Goku doesn't have his tail is because the whole moon thing that he never even found out about. Does Goku still not know about the whole moon shifting?
No, he finds out in a few episodes when
Vegeta?
when I think either Vegeta or Gohan. That's when he learns about it.
All right, but yeah, so they're planning for this attack that's obviously not going to work.
So, Nappa asks what they're whispering about. Piccolo says that's for them to know, and that Nappa will find out soon enough. Nappa says it sounds interesting. He tells them not to keep him waiting because the suspense might kill him. Nappa then apologizes for getting their hopes up, not that they had any to begin with. Nappa says it doesn't matter what they do, they're still going to die. And the fight begins. Krillin charges Nappa head on. Nappa says, "Oh no, I'm terrified. Should I run away?" At the last second, Krillin fires a blast towards the ground and launches himself into the air. This seems to be working as Nappa is a bit confused. Piccolo then grabs Nappa's tail from behind and yells for Gohan to attack. Gohan charges at Nappa. Nappa says, "Give me a break," and he hits Piccolo with an illegal elbow.
Yeah, he hits him with that Travis Brown 12-6 elbow.
Yeah.
It's super effective.
Gohan is stopped dead in his tracks. Nappa says, "What's wrong, Namek? You look surprised." Nappa tells Piccolo not to die yet because he still has to tell him about the Dragon Balls.
So, I feel like even if the tail thing worked, Gohan's attack didn't look very promising. Just kind of running at him.
I don't know what his plan was, but
I don't know what his plan was. Yeah, but
at best it would have just been a slight inconvenience for Nappa.
I'm still confused why Piccolo hasn't tried the whole Gohan grenade trick we discussed way back when Gohan was trading with Piccolo. We obviously know if you throw Gohan at things, he explodes. So just throw him full speed at Nappa and see what happens.
Yeah, they should do that. Or just do like the Raditz approach. Like just somebody sacrifice himself.
I don't think they can hold Nappa like that.
Yeah,
he's
probably
too strong.
Not. Krillin begins to question what went wrong. Vegeta laughs. Grab his tail. That was your big plan? Nappa and I have evolved far beyond that little weakness. Nappa says, "Good for us, very bad for you." One hit, and he's supposed to be one of the strongest on the planet.
13 seconds, that's all it took, Nappa.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. There's a mashup I never even thought of. That's pretty funny. I'd like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Gohan runs to check on Piccolo, who appears to be out cold. Nappa says now he has to find someone else to play with until Piccolo wakes up. "How about you, kid?" he says, looking at Gohan. Gohan does not like this idea. Nappa says, "You should be proud, kid. You're Saiyan too." "Well, I suppose you're only half Saiyan, but that's still pretty good." Nappa tells Gohan that someday you could have been a mighty warrior. Someday, but not today. This show is going to go downhill once Nappa's gone.
Nah, I mean, it gets good, but...
I mean, we don't get a character anywhere even close to Nappa for a long time.
I'm trying to think. There's got to be somebody.
Satan is pretty damn funny.
Yeah, Satan might be like the next one, yeah.
And that's
Wasn't it Cell Saga?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good ways away.
There's Captain Ginyu. He's kind of funny.
Yeah, he can be. He's not around very long, though.
Yeah, everybody else is pretty lame.
Cell actually has some pretty good lines.
Yeah, I can't really remember.
But, yeah, I'd say Satan's the next.
Sweet. So, where are we at now? Roshi's house? Back to Roshi's house again?
Yeah, well, first Nappa kicks Gohan into the Twilight Zone. And then back at Kame house, everyone is trying to fix the TV. Bulma yells at Oolong to fix it, so he just smacks it a few times.
You should just change into a TV.
Would that work?
It would work for like 20 seconds.
I mean, I don't think the TV is the problem. As Roshi says, Roshi tells them it's no use because they stopped broadcasting, which means something's gone horribly wrong. I feel like he waited too long to say this. Like he knew the whole time, but just didn't say anything.
What, that something went horribly wrong?
That there's no use to sit around and smack the TV because there's no broadcasts.
Yeah, probably.
Oolong says, horribly wrong, huh? Well, that's just great. We're all gonna die. I can relate to Oolong here.
He's always Mr. Pessimist. But he is he's like the only realist of the group.
That's true, he is. And then Bulma calls him a pork rind.
Racist.
Racist. Suddenly they hear a bunch of noise coming from somewhere. Then Chi-Chi comes downstairs looking like Rambo. Apparently Launch had left a bunch of guns behind, and Chi-Chi found them.
I wish in this scene Chi-Chi tripped and blew her fucking face off with one of the
Jesus
assault weapons.
You would have thought Roshi would have cleaned them up and maybe put them away or something. Or maybe he did. Who knows?
He definitely cleaned out her underwear drawer.
I think Oolong did that. Chi-Chi says that she's going to rescue Gohan. Ox King begs her not to. Maybe they should have let her go.
What would she have done? Just walked into the fucking ocean and drowned? Because she doesn't know how to drive?
Yeah, she does.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, she's the one that drove her and Ox King to the island.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, let her fucking drive. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, she wouldn't have done anything, and she probably would have been instantly killed by Nappa. But maybe that would have triggered Gohan, and he would have just blown everyone up.
Would he have turned Super Saiyan?
We'll never know. Ox King manages to restrain Chi-Chi. Then we get a strange scene with Bulma looking at a picture of everyone and talking about her little Goku. I don't know what this was.
I like this scene. I think I picked this one for sub versus dub. Even though they are pretty similar, but Bulma, like in the Funimation version, they add that extra line at the end where she says, I know that no matter what, you will always be here to save us. And I don't know, that line just like makes you think of like everything from Dragon Ball, the shit that Goku's gone through, and then like everything, even up into like Super, like just makes you reflect on like all the shit that Goku does. Like all like the adversity he overcomes and fucking his friends dying, him dying and coming back and defeating guys like Cell and Frieza and Boo, everybody.
Gohan defeated Cell.
Yeah, but I mean, he played a vital role in the whole saga, though.
Yeah, sure.
And even when Gohan's throwing that fucking Kamehameha wave, like, they have, like, Goku's kind of, like, I don't know what it was, like, his spirit or fucking whatever's, like, kind of in there, too.
Yeah. It's a double-edged sword, though, because Goku's the reason that all of that stuff happened.
Kinda.
Well, 100%.
I wouldn't say he's the sole reason.
Why not?
Well, how is he responsible for Frieza?
Well, he's the reason
Frieza was doing shit way before he was born.
Right, but
Frieza never came to Earth.
Yeah,
or I mean, he did after he got defeated.
Yeah, and he came to Earth because Goku. He was mad at Goku, so he came to Earth.
Yeah, but he died like instantly.
I know, because Trunks came back from the future, but that wasn't supposed to happen.
True.
That was pure coincidence.
That was more Trunks' fault, though.
No. Frieza didn't come to Earth to kill Trunks. He came to Earth to kill Goku.
Yeah, but all the fucking Cell shit happened because Trunks traveled in time.
No, that happened anyway.
I don't know. Fuck, we're not getting into the timeline shit right now.
No, that all happened anyway. All the androids and Cell, they were all created to kill Goku. Because Dr. Gero was part of the Red Ribbon Army and Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but doesn't Cell, like, use the fucking time machine to, like, do some... I'd have to rewatch it, but that timeline shit just confuses the hell out of me. And I really don't want to get into it right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I like that scene a lot. Not gonna lie, eyes might have watered just a little bit.
Well, I don't know, dude. So, yeah. We go back to the battlefield where Nappa is kicking the shit out of Gohan. Nappa tells him to show his Saiyan pride. Gohan manages to get back to his feet, and he looks angry.
Yeah, this is like the first time where you gotta actually give Gohan some credit. Even though he's getting his ass whooped, like, he's still, like, not backing down or giving up or anything.
Yeah, it's true. Nappa laughs and says, "That's it, die like a man." Nappa charges at Gohan, but a wild Krillin appears and lands a few good shots on Nappa. Vegeta laughs at Nappa and says that Krillin is making him look bad.
Yeah, and the subs actually, Vegeta even gives Krillin some props on his movement.
Interesting.
Yeah, he actually, like, not even in, like, a mocking way. Like, he's actually, he's got pretty good movement.
Well, good for him.
Give it up to Ito Portal, Krillin's movement coach.
I thought that was Popo.
Yeah, true. Popo is the movement. Or I forget who we deemed movement coaches. Who's movement coach? Who's mental coach?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Nappa charges at Krillin, who begins to charge up his Destructo Disc. Nappa stops, and Krillin tells him to catch. Nappa thinks they're actually going to play catch.
I don't think he really thought that.
I think he would have actually tried to catch it.
Oh, no, he would have tried to catch it.
Right.
And this scene did really confuse me at first. I had to rewatch it a couple times. Because, yeah, like, it looks like Nappa's just, like, gonna try and catch it, and then it's weird because Vegeta can sense, like, how powerful the attack is, but Nappa can't. So that kind of confused me.
Nappa's kind of, like, just in a, what do you call it, tunnel vision. He's just kind of in rage mode.
Maybe a little bit. I think he was just highly underestimating Krillin's power.
I'm sure that's happening too.
And I think, like, their awareness of, like, power levels and power of attacks, I think it's, like, super rudimentary.
Oh, compared to the other fighters, yeah.
So, like, he couldn't sense, like, how much power was in that destructive disc. And I don't even think really Vegeta could either, but he was just kind of being a little more safe and be like, hey, get the hell out of the way. We don't know how powerful that beam is.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't sense power levels at all.
Yeah, but I don't know what the difference between, like, sensing power level and, like, power from, like, a Kai blast, or I don't know if it's similar. But either way, like, their awareness is definitely not as heightened as it gets to be.
Yeah, for sure. Vegeta yells at Nappa not to touch it, and at the last second, Nappa just barely manages to avoid it. Actually, just kind of moves his head to the side. It's very uneventful.
It grazes his cheek, though.
Yeah, it does. We then see the Destructo Disc cut a mountain in half. Vegeta says, "What a fool. That shot would have sliced him in two." And, Krillin made Nappa bleed his own blood.
It's too bad that Krillin couldn't, because, later he figures out how to manipulate the Destructo Disc to where, like, he can, like, kind of make a comeback like a boomerang.
Yeah.
It's too bad he didn't master that yet. Could have really caught Nappa off guard.
Yeah, for sure. Nappa says, "You've done it now. You've scarred my beautiful face, and you're going to pay for it." Nappa then fires a blast at Krillin, and it looks like he dodges it, but I guess it's just so powerful that even though it wasn't a direct hit, the force of it still affected him.
Oh, for sure.
And then Nappa goes to fire another at Krillin, but before he can, Piccolo hits him with a blast from behind. Nappa is very angry. Nappa says, "You Namekian trash. You think you can shoot me in the back and get away with it? How dare you?" Piccolo says, "I thought it was your face."
And this just
burned.
This was my close second for subs versus dubs. Just because, I don't know, it's so ridiculous and it doesn't make any sense.
What was said?
I don't even remember what he says in the subs, but just his line in the dubs is so stupid and silly. Like, I thought it was your face.
Nappa is absolutely dumbfounded at the lack of respect here. This was another great scene.
Oh yeah, that's right. Piccolo, in the subs, he doesn't even say anything. They just the Funimation just gave him a line.
Oh.
Because in the subs, like, I was reading it, I'm like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense, but that's because all the lines in the subs are Nappa.
Yeah.
Even. Because Nappa says, "What, are you awake already?" Like, when he turns around and sees Piccolo up, and that's the only line that's said.
Interesting.
Oh, and then he says, "You bastard," of course. Fucking, like Stan.
Oh, right.
Piccolo must have killed Kenny.
There's another mashup. Vegeta laughs and says, "I don't know, Nappa. It's an easy enough mistake." Piccolo tells Nappa to bring it on and that he's tired of his loud mouth. Nappa says, "You arrogant fool. Your life is mine to take whenever I want. The only reason you're still breathing is because we need you to tell us about the Dragon Balls, and once we have that, you'll be nothing more than a memory." Piccolo then goes into shock, and we get the obligatory line. You can have the honors.
Well, hold on, whose line?
Piccolo gives us the...
he senses a power level.
Yep.
Never thought of power like this before.
Yep.
Must be Goku.
Yeah, Gohan is sure that the new power level is Goku. Nappa thinks they're just trying to distract him, as he doesn't believe that they can sense power levels on their own. Piccolo says that Goku is on his way there, and judging by the power level he's sensing, the two Saiyans are in for the fight of their lives. Nappa says they're all a bunch of liars, and asks Vegeta if he thinks Kakarot is really coming. Vegeta tells him to calm down while he checks the scouter. Vegeta is shocked by what he sees. Or reads, I guess. We then see Goku. He says that he senses 2 huge power levels, 2 weak ones, and 1 fading. That only makes 5. Therefore, something terrible has happened.
See, I call bullshit on that scene.
Yeah, so did I.
There's no way Goku can math like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wrote.
Didn't even use his fingers or nothing.
Maybe Bubbles taught him how to count.
Yeah, it's likely. I'll buy it.
Back on the battlefield, Vegeta is frozen in shock. Nappa tells him to snap out of it. Nappa says he looks like he's seen a ghost. Vegeta says something is definitely headed towards them, but it can't be Kakarot because the power level is too high. Vegeta says whatever is coming has a power level of 5,000. And this
I wonder how high Frieza's power level is.
1 million.
Is it really 1 million?
At his final form, it is, yeah.
Well, no. What is it like in his beginning form there?
I don't know.
Like I'm wondering what's the highest power level they've ever seen.
Who, the Saiyans?
Yeah. Because I imagine
probably Frieza.
The Ginyu Force has a higher power level than them right now, right?
Yeah. As do even like Zarbon and Dodoria.
What do you think Vegeta and Nappa's power levels are right now? I imagine they got to be like close to 5,000. Maybe like a little higher. Maybe like 6 or 7.
Well, Nappa's like way less than Goku, because...
Yeah, but Goku's power level obviously isn't 5,000.
Yeah.
Because he raises it when he gets there.
It's 9,000.
Yeah.
Actually,
is it 9,000? I can't remember.
It's over 9,000.
I'm just kidding.
So, yeah, I don't know. I guess Nappa would probably be somewhere around 6,000, maybe.
Yeah, maybe Vegeta's
or maybe
like
even 5,
7 or 8.
He's very concerned about a 5,000 power level, so...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe he's 5,000.
Yeah. And Vegeta is technically stronger than Goku here, so he's slightly ahead of whatever Goku is.
This is kind of off topic, but I was just thinking about it today.
God forbid we go off topic.
It's not that off topic, it's still Dragon Ball related. But why does Vegeta always like refer to himself as Prince Vegeta or Prince of the Saiyans? But his dad died, so wouldn't that make him the king?
He has to go through like a ritual to become king. He has to be like, like anointed as king or whatever the word is.
By who though?
I guess by, I don't know, the Saiyans. Or
there's only like 3 of them now, dude.
Well, 3.5.
But I guess he isn't concerned enough to become the king. I mean,
yeah, he was never actually made king, so he doesn't say it. His dad was still technically king when he died. So
where do you find that out at?
I don't remember.
Well, if anybody knows, I'm curious.
Maybe in one of those books Toriyama made where it's like an information book. Or maybe, is it mentioned in Super?
I don't think so. At least not yet. Not
it's mentioned
to where I'm at.
Somewhere, because I know I'm not just making it up. Or maybe I am. I don't know. I could be. Where were we?
So Vegeta's just sensed his power level.
Oh, right.
With
Nappa
the scanner.
says, "What? No way. 5,000." We get a lot of that nice animation with like the colorful backgrounds and the still frames.
Yeah.
More of this, please.
Yeah, I don't remember like if it holds out throughout the entire Dragon Ball Z series, but they definitely don't do it anymore.
I think it's much more, I guess, rare. I feel like because they've done it quite a few over the last couple of episodes.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I could just be my memory, but I feel like just this first saga, the quality of like the art and animations was just a lot better.
I guess they splurged in the beginning and then...
Well, even, I don't know, Frieza Saga had some pretty good animation too.
Actually, I think the animation gets better throughout the series.
I don't know if
it gets more detailed.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to have to keep watching because I can't remember that well. But I feel like it's really good right now.
Yeah.
Aspects of it, at least.
I think it gets better.
As long as they don't get away from like the wildlife scenes where it's just like panning over poorly drawn animals in the distance.
Or it's just like a still frame of elephants with a person making some elephant sort of noises. Stampede. Yeah, I can do without that. Vegeta thinks to himself. He says there's no way that can be Kakarot. He says he has to be prepared for anything because the people on Earth have ways of hiding their true power levels. 5,000 could just be the beginning. Nappa, this part, Nappa almost out of character, hilariously says, "It can't be. Your scouter must be malfunctioning." I got a kick out of that.
Nappa.
Piccolo laughs and asks if he still thinks they're bluffing. Vegeta tells Nappa to quickly kill everyone so that they can't join with the new fighter headed their way. Nappa says, "But what about the Dragon Balls?" Vegeta says, "We don't need the fools to find them. It's all becoming clear to me now. It must have been the Nameks who created the Dragon Balls here on this planet. I've heard of the magic balls of Namek before, but I always thought they were just a legend. It can't be just a coincidence that while searching for these Dragon Balls, we find a Namek." Fucking Detective Vegeta again.
I mean, Vegeta's smart, man. He's not fucking around. He's not taking too many risks. He's playing it safe.
Yeah. He's the...
Because, he was like, last episode, he was all excited about, let's wait until Goku gets here. Let's torture his family in front of him, cut off his ears, tie him to a chair, sing him a song.
Yeah.
But now he's like, all right, this power level's a little high. Let's just fucking kill everybody real quick.
Nappa says, "I get it. An Namekian is all we need to make the Dragon Balls, and planet Namek is loaded with them. And if this one doesn't want to cooperate, we can always find another Namek that will." Nappa then calls Piccolo expendable. Also, that's not how it works. Only certain Nameks can make Dragon Balls. But it makes sense they wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he meant that, but he said they'll find another Namek that they can get to talk and give him more information. Because Piccolo, even though, like, he knows about the Dragon Balls, they couldn't get him to fucking say anything. He was stubborn. But there's a lot of weak bitch Nameks over in fucking Namek land. They could easily be tied to a chair and have their ears cut off.
Yeah. as we see later, but we'll get to that. Gohan, out of nowhere, tells Piccolo to leave and that he'll take care of Nappa by himself until Goku arrives. Piccolo thanks Gohan for his concern, but says he doesn't think Gohan can take these guys alone. Nappa says just for that, Gohan gets to go first. Nappa charges at Gohan. Piccolo follows in an attempt to stop him. But out of nowhere, and to everyone's surprise, Gohan attacks Nappa.
Hey, hit him with a nice, respectable shot.
Yeah. Nappa's even more angry now.
It's kind of like when you have like that, like when your kid's like unathletic and they're playing baseball and then they hit the ball out of nowhere. You're like, oh shit, I didn't even know you could do that.
I can't relate to that. I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, I get it, but
Yeah,
I don't have kids.
neither do I, but I'm just saying.
I mean, I guess that's what it would be like. It's like when a terrible fighter wins a fight.
I don't know if that's quite the same.
I don't know.
He didn't really win the fight, he just landed it.
Well, I mean, that's true, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
I think my analogy's better.
Yeah, it is. Nappa yells that he's going to kill Gohan as he begins to charge up and attack. Nappa fires a blast at Gohan, but at the last second, Piccolo throws himself in front of Gohan to protect him. The blast hits Piccolo. Oh, we forgot. This is when we get the montage.
Yeah, the blast would have killed both of them, but through the power of montage, Piccolo was able to save Gohan.
The power of montage.
And this is now our third epic flashback nostalgia montage.
Yeah, and hopefully...
And it's funny because all the scenes from this montage happened like 10 episodes ago.
Yeah, it's a lot of montages relatively close to each other.
Yeah, this was just like the funniest one to me though, because like the shit just happened.
Oh yeah,
like,
some
at
of
least
those,
like the other montages are like from Dragon Ball.
Some
like,
of those scenes in the montage are probably like from a month ago.
Yeah. It's like it was yesterday. We were so young.
Yeah. Nappa's blast hits Piccolo, and then narrator sends us off. GG.
So the Namecs are like slugs, right?
I mean, that's what people relate them to, but I don't think there's like a specific official classification.
Has anyone ever tried to salt them?
No, I don't think so.
Might be worth a shot.
Yeah. I think people have... I think some characters have... I'm trying to word this right. I think Piccolo's made some characters salty. But...
That's true. What do you think about Piccolo stepping up and sacrificing himself for Gohan?
I mean, I don't know. I guess it's admirable, but I'm not sure if it was the smartest thing. But I guess it kind of was, because I think Gohan did turn out to be helpful later.
Yeah, it's almost like he didn't... I don't know if he necessarily knew if it was doing it in a strategic way. It was kind of almost like instinct.
Yeah.
Kind of like
I don't think there was anything more behind it. Yeah. There was nothing more behind this than just feelings.
But it's kind of cool because like up to this point, like even though like we could see Piccolo slowly like turning into like a more compassionate and caring character, this is kind of like the climax of that.
I mean, he's kind of only compassionate towards Gohan though, like even through the rest of the series.
I don't know about that. He's still like he sacrifices himself to save the world a couple times. I don't know if it was in could have been in the movies, but
that's in GT.
Is that in GT?
Well, yeah, he sacrificed himself to get rid of the Dragon Balls.
Yeah, I do remember that. But I mean, he fights and dies to save the world plenty of other times, and he doesn't have the intent of taking over the world when he does it, so...
I don't think Piccolo dies again.
He doesn't?
Don't think so.
Huh.
He barely survives Namek, and then he doesn't die in Cell Saga. Boo absorbs him, but that's not really dying.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, he's obviously a good character after this.
Oh, well, yeah.
Up until then, even though, like, you could kind of tell he was becoming a good guy. Like, this is the first, like, selfless thing he does.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you know, like, his list of people that he, like, really cares about is kind of just Gohan and then everyone else tied.
Yeah, but you can tell. I mean, I don't know if he ever does it again, but I think he would sacrifice himself for Goku too if it meant saving the planet.
Yeah, that's likely. That's likely.
Maybe not now, but like later in the series, if that situation were to occur, I think he cares about the planet more than himself.
Yeah, that's likely. I'd agree with that.
Yep, I don't know that. I can't remember if that's the last montage we get. I hope it's not.
In the whole series, I don't think so. I think.
Well, no, definitely not in the whole series. But in this saga.
We might get another one.
I know for sure we don't get a Nappa montage, and that's complete horseshit.
Yeah, that's just. Yeah, no bueno.
So
that should.
We might have to make our own montage and build a time machine and go back in time and add our montage to the series. And while we're at it, we can kill GT.
A cartoon cannot be killed.
No, but the people who thought of it could be.
It can be murdered. How do you think Nappa's montage would have gone? I think he would have it would have been like clips of like just him, but then like music to it, but the music is like him singing.
What would he be singing?
I don't know, some sappy song.
That would be funny. I don't know, you gotta throw some of his like cool moves in there. Definitely some scenes from Arlia.
Well, yeah, there's plenty to put in there.
But I don't know, we'll have to make a montage.
There's gotta be a scene of him in the space pod.
Oh, for sure. I don't know. Do you think there's other people that give Nappa as much respect as we do? Like, have people been picking Nappa in the beta?
I'm sure there are.
I think he's underpowered, which is unfortunate.
I mean, look at who he's with.
You gotta scale him up, though.
What? That's unrealistic.
I don't care. I want to play as him and not get my ass whooped.
I want a Super Saiyan Blue Nappa.
Yes.
Would he just have like a blue mustache?
His head just shines kind of like Mr. Clean's. He's got that blue glow.
Super Saiyan 3 Nappa.
Do you think, I guess, like, by the time they all, like, learn how to Super Saiyan, they don't have tails.
Had a Super Saiyan.
So do their tails turn gold too, you think?
It's likely.
Maybe you can just have a blue tail.
Wait, or no. Maybe not. Because, I know it's not canon, but Bardock went Super Saiyan, didn't he? And I don't remember his tail being yellow. And
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't think he did.
No, yeah, he went. It's not canon, but he did go Super Saiyan. And his tail is not gold. So, no.
Which Bardock movie? Because there's two of them, right?
It's the... I don't remember what it's called.
Because like one of them's like an alternate timeline, right?
Yeah, that's the one where he goes Super Saiyan.
Oh, okay. Maybe when Nappa goes Super Saiyan Blue, like he just like grows some like blue chest hair.
Why would he do that?
Because it would be funny.
What would a Super Saiyan 4 Nappa look like?
That's what I was just thinking the same exact thing. Like
That would
maybe
be weird.
maybe Nappa just goes like he skips to Super Saiyan 4. Even like not in GT, just like put him in like Dragon Ball Super, and he's the only character that gets Super. He's the only character that goes Super Saiyan 4.
Why?
I don't know, Super Saiyan 4 is just the most ridiculously stupid looking thing.
I like Super Saiyan 4.
You do?
Yeah.
I think it's hideous.
It's like the only thing in GT that I think Toriyama had anything to do with.
It's so stupid. It makes them like look like 80s hair metal fucking idiots.
Yeah, I don't like that suddenly like they have new clothes on and shit. Like that makes no sense.
They have like a pink fur vest. That's it. I mean, it looks like they're wearing a. It looks like they're wearing a pink fur vest when they go Super Saiyan 4.
I mean, I think it's supposed to be red, but yeah, they're covered in fur. But I think that's just because of the. That's just due to the transformation.
And then they have like hardcore fucking mullets.
I like the hair. Did you like Goku and Vegeta with beards?
I thought it was like kind of funny, but then like it got old quick. It would have been cool if it was just like for like one episode and then they shave it. I don't even know. Goku and Vegeta with beards. What are you referring to?
In Super.
I didn't get to that part yet.
You sure? Because I'm pretty sure that's like even before the Goku Black story arc.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure.
I know I've seen the picture of it, but I don't remember.
I think it's only for like one episode.
When does it happen? But when you said that, I was thinking about GT when Vegeta has a goatee.
He has a mustache. He has like a Hitler.
Yeah. It looks stupid.
Yeah. He also had stupid hair.
And they made like... I like when they bring Yajirobe in Super and he's got like that. He looks like homeless.
Oh, when he's in the future and he's...
It's like a sewer bum.
He looks, never mind, I don't want to say that.
Spoiler.
No, just kind of offensive.
Well, I guess we're getting a little off topic,
Oh,
but I think we should wrap it up.
yeah, let's wrap it up. Give us a follow on Twitter at GBDpod. Facebook, same name. iTunes, Stitcher, whatever you use. Like, rate, review, subscribe, download. And as always,
tune in next time for another exciting episode of the Dragon Balls Deep Podcast.